Now, in this topic, we are going to start consumption function, or it is known as propensity to consume. In the previous video, we have already discussed the aggregate demand and aggregate supply. So first, that is the consumption function or the propensity to consume. In the literary forms, we say that C, that is the consumption function, is equal to a small f into y. Clear? So f is the functional relation between the consumption and income. So this is the most important term. This is the functional relation. Now the definition has become so easy. It is a functional relation between consumption and income. This is the definition of consumption function. Okay, so consumption function refers to a situation in which how much the consumption changes due to change in income. Clear? Or in other words, we can say it is a functional relation between consumption and income. Okay? So here it is also a psychological phenomena, and in the previous chapter, in the previous video, we have discussed that all the income is not consumed by the consumer. A part of it is always saved after the break-even point. Okay? So here also you will find that the consumption totally depends on income. So if the income will increase, it is the chance that consumption may increase. But it is not always happens. Okay? But basically it varies on income. So on that basis, here we also make a schedule, that is the income and consumption. Clear? This is your income and this is your consumption. The same value I am going to take 0, 50, again 50, 75, next 100. This is also 100, and if it is 150, then it is 125. Again, if it is 200, then it is 150. Clear? So here we find that this is the y-axis. Here I have taken consumption. Denoted by C. This is your y-axis and this is your x-axis. And here I have taken income. So always you will take the income on x-axis. Clear? In the aggregate supply, as I told you, that income line always passes through at an angle of 45 degree. Okay? So this is your y line. Clear? When income is equal to 0, consumption will 50. So it will never starts from 0, because consumption will never be 0. And this is also known as autonomous consumption, and it is denoted by C bar. Clear? So when income is equal to 0, consumption is equal to 50. Okay? But as the income increases, consumption also increases. This is your C. Clear? This is a point. E is the point where C is equals to Y. Is it clear? And here I have shown in the schedule, let it is the 100. And what I told you, C is equal to Y means break even point. Clear? So this is here what you find. Consumption is more, income is less. It means it is this saving. Clear? Here saving is equal to S is equal to 0. And here Y is greater than C. It means positive saving. Clear? So what you find? You find that income line always originates from origin at an angle of 45 degree. Clear? Second point, the consumption line always starts from y-axis because consumption will never be 0 and it is known as autonomous consumption. As the income increases, consumption also increases. But at the initial stage, consumption is greater than income. But when consumption will becomes equals to income, and that is known as break-even point, after that point, if the income is increasing, consumption is also increasing, but the consumption line is below the income line. So it indicates that the whole income will not be consumed. A part of it is saved, and this is known as propensity to consume. So here the propensity to consume has decreased. Here the propensity to consumption is equals to income, and the here propensity to consume is higher than the income. Clear? Now the consumption function has two main components. So consumption function has two main parts. First, average propensity to consume, and in a short form it is known as APC. Second is the marginal propensity to consume, and in a short form it is known as MPC. So as we know that, first APC is based on total income and total consumption. ठीक है? Okay? So it is based on total, whatever the income is, and on that basis the consumption depends on. So APC is equal to C divided by Y. Clear? Whereas MPC is based on additional income and additional consumption. Clear? So it is based on change in income and change in consumption. So we can say MPC is equal to delta C divided by delta Y. Clear? And you will make a simple definition of APC and MPC. So what will be the simple definition? Mathematically, if any value is given 4 by 5 or 1 by 2 or 3 by 5, so these are known as sum of ratio. It is known as the sum of ratio. Like that this value here CYY is also a form of ratio. So we can say APC is a ratio between consumption and income. What is APC? Sir, APC is a ratio between consumption and income. Clear? So it can be also explained with the help of following schedule and diagram. So first of all, APC. So APC, that is the ratio between consumption and income. So what? That is the Y, that is the C, okay, 0, 50, again 50, 75, 100, 100, 150, that is 125, and so on. So what will be the value of APC? So APC is equal to what? C divided by Y. So consumption, that is the 50, and income is 0. So here APC will be infinite. Next, that is the 75 divided by 50 is equal to 75 divided by 50, 2, 3 means 1.5. Clear? So APC, the value of APC will be 1.5. Here 100 divided by 100 is equal to 1. Here 125 divided by 150 is equal to 5 by 6 means 0.83. Clear? Okay, so this is the value 0.83. So here we find that one value is infinite, one value is 1.5, another value is 1, and the next value is 0.83. So all the values change. So on that basis we can say, first, APC may be infinite. Second, APC may be greater than 1. Third, APC may be equals to 1. Fourth, APC may be less than 1. And the last, this is the most important, APC will never be equals to 0. Is it clear? This is the most important. So another things you also find that always keep it in your mind, as income increases, APC always decreases. Okay, so it always decreases, but it never be 0. Okay, because consumption will never be 0. Okay, so in this way we have done the average propensity to consume. Now come to the marginal propensity to consume. Okay, now come to the marginal propensity to consume, means MPC, and MPC is equals to delta C divided by delta Y. Clear? Now, as you know, delta means change. So change in consumption. Here change in income. First of all, change in income. So first, this is the first stage, so there is no any change. Now, income changed from 0 to 50. How much it has changed? That is 50. Again 50 to 100. How much it has changed? Suppose that is 50. Again 100 to 150. That is again 50. Clear? And here there is the first stage, so there is no change in consumption, so that is constant. Now 50 to 75, that is 25. Again 75 to 100, how much it has changed? 25. 100 to 25, that is 25. So what will be the value of MPC? Clear? So here 25 divided by 50. 25 divided by 50. 50 ones are 50, 52 are 150, so that is 1 by 2 is equal to 0.5. So here the value will be 25 in each. Clear? Now, what do you mean by the value of 0.5? This is the most important. What it indicates? It indicates that increased income is consumed up to 50%. Clear? So whatever the income has increased, so that increased income is used for the consumption, and that will be 50%. Suppose its value comes, that is the 0.25, means 25% is being consumed of increased income. Suppose the value comes, that is the 0.8. So what it indicates? 80% of increased income is consumed. So MPC is totally based on the change in the income and change in the consumption. Clear? And one thing always remember in your mind, MPC always lies between 0 to 1. MPC lies between 0 to 1. Either its value will be 0 and its value will be 1. Clear? So how we can say that either the value will be 0 and 1 or between 0 to 1. Suppose I am a very rich person. So when our income increases, I have no any scope to spend it. So the whole income is deposited in the bank. So increased income is not consumed, it is totally saved. So here change in consumption is equal to 0. And change in income is something. So 0 divided by something is known as 0. Okay? But if there is a poor person, so whatever the income has increased, it is used for consumption. So here the increased income is totally consumed. So here if the income has increased 100 rupees and the consumption has also increased 100, both has increased 100. So 100 divided by 100 is equal to 1. Okay? Why it will not increase more than 1? Because here we have already discussed the MPC means change in income, and the total change in income is used and for the consumption, so the consumption will not increase above the increased income, that's why the value will not increase, okay, than the 1. Clear? So in this way we can say MPC is always lies between 0 to 1. In the next video we will see the diagrammatical presentation of APC and MPC. Thank you.